In this video, I'm going to show you how to fix rounded shoulders quickly. You may even start to see and feel improvement within minutes. Keep watching. Hi, I'm Dr. Kevin Wafer, a chiropractor in Houston, Texas. Let me ask you something. Is this what your posture looks like right now? Shoulders rounded, head drifting forward, upper body slightly slouched? And if you're not sure, picture how you sit or stand throughout the day. For many people, this isn't something that comes and goes. It's your default, and you may not even realize it. You've tried to fix it by sitting up straighter, pulling your shoulders back, or reminding yourself to have better posture, but it never sticks. That's because rounded shoulders are not just a habit. Your body has adapted over time. The front of your body becomes tight, especially the chest, while the upper back muscles that should hold you upright become weak. So your posture naturally falls forward without you even thinking about it. And it's not just how you look. You may feel neck and shoulder tension, discomfort when lifting, or even restricted breathing. Over time, that leads to real neck, back, and shoulder problems. Fixing this is not about forcing good posture. It's about rebalancing your body. You need to open up the front and strengthen the back. That's exactly what this exercise routine does. Make sure you follow these exercises in order because each one sets up the next. And stay with me until the end because exercise number 5 is a progressive sequence that most people skip, and it's often the difference between temporary improvement and actually fixing your rounded shoulders and your posture. Let's start with the doorway stretch for the pectoralis muscle. If your shoulders are pulled forward, this is usually one of the biggest reasons why. The chest muscles become tight and shorten, constantly pulling your shoulders into that rounded position. So before we try to strengthen anything, we need to create space and open this area up. Here's how to do it. Stand in a doorway and place your forearms on each side. Your elbows should be about shoulder height and bend at 90 degrees. From here, take a small step forward and gently lean your body through the doorway until you feel a stretch across the front of your chest and shoulders. It should feel like a deep stretch, not pain. Keep your shoulders relaxed and down, away from your ears, and your head in a neutral position. Don't force it. If you feel any discomfort or pain, stop the stretch. Hold this for 30 seconds while breathing slowly, then come out, rest, and go back for a second rep. Each time you may notice a bit more flexibility through the chest. Repeat this for a total of 3 reps. You should feel less tension pulling your shoulders forward and a bit more space through the front of your body. Now that you've opened up the chest, the next step is to keep maintaining that position by strengthening the muscles of your mid-back. This is where wall angels come in. This exercise helps reinforce the upright position by strengthening the muscles that pull your shoulders back, while also continuing to stretch the front of your chest at the same time. Start by standing with your back against a wall. Keep your feet 12 inches away from the wall, then gently flatten your lower back and bring your head against the wall. Slightly tuck your chin. Bring your arms into a goalpost position with your elbows bent, and try to keep your elbows and wrists in contact with the wall, but don't force it. If only your elbows touch, that's okay. From here, slowly slide your arms upward as far as you can while keeping your back, head, and arms controlled against the wall. Then slowly come back down. That's 1 rep. Aim for 10 reps and 3 sets. Each time, move slowly. You should notice your upper back working while your chest stays open. Avoid arching your lower back or shrugging your shoulders. Keep everything controlled and comfortable. So far in this routine, you've opened up the front, pulled the shoulders back, and started activating the mid-back. The next step is making sure your mid-back can actually extend and support that position. The next exercise is great if you have rounded shoulders with a slouched forward posture. If your mid-back is stiff, your body physically can't get out of that slouched position, no matter how hard you try. This is where thoracic foam rolling comes in. This targets your mid-back, the area that becomes rounded with poor posture. You'll need a foam roller, something like this. You should be able to find one on Amazon or places like Walmart. Start by placing the foam roller horizontally across your mid-back around the level of your shoulder blades. Lie back over it with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Support your head with your hands or a pillow so that your neck stays supported. From here, gently lean your upper back over the roller, letting your chest open up towards the ceiling. Keep your hips on the ground so that the roller is in your mid-back, not your lower back. Hold this position for 30 seconds while breathing slowly. Then come back up and reset and go into your second rep. As you repeat this, you may feel a deeper stretch and more movement through your upper back. You can also shift slightly up or down to target different areas, but stay away from the lower back. Start with 5 reps, eventually working up to 10 reps. Now your mid-back has the flexibility it needs. At this point, you've opened up the chest and improved your mid-back mobility. Now we need to build strength to actually hold your shoulders in the right place. This is where band pull-aparts come in. This is the first strengthening exercise in this routine. Band pull-aparts target the muscles that hold your shoulders back, especially the rear shoulders and upper back. These muscles are usually weak with rounded shoulders, and that's why they need to be strengthened. You'll need a resistance band or tubing. 20 to 30 pounds should be sufficient to start. You should be able to find one again at Amazon or at retailers like Walmart. Stand tall with your chest up and hold a resistance band straight out in front of you at shoulder height. Your arm should be straight, but not locked. From here, pull the band apart by driving the movement from your upper back, not your arms. Think about bringing your shoulder blades together as the band moves towards your chest. Pause briefly at the end, then slowly return to the starting position with control. That's 1 rep. As you go into the second rep, stay controlled. You should feel this working in your upper back, not your neck. Keep your shoulders relaxed and avoid shrugging. Aim for 10 reps and work up to 3 sets. As you build strength in your middle back, in addition to the stretches I showed you and the foam rolling exercise, your shoulders will start to come back more naturally. Now, we bring everything together. Up to this point, you've opened up your chest, you've improved your mid-back mobility, and started building strength. Now the final exercise is a sequence of 3 progressive strength-building movements called the prone I, T, and Y. For each of these, you'll begin by lying on your stomach. That's the prone position. The sequence uses different arm positions to target your mid-back muscles and reinforce proper shoulder positioning. You'll start with the prone I. Once you feel comfortable in that and in control, progress to the prone T, and then finally the prone Y, which is the most challenging. Let me walk you through each one, starting with the prone I. Lie face down with your forehead supported so your neck stays neutral. Engage your core slightly and bring your arms straight overhead in line with your thumbs pointing up. This position targets the deeper muscles of your mid and upper low back, helping pull your shoulders out of that hunched, rounded position. From here, lift your arm up a few inches off the ground by squeezing your shoulder blades together. Hold for 1 to 2 seconds, then lower with control. Aim for 10 reps and 3 sets. Focus on mastering this first. Do just the prone I for a few days until it feels controlled, and then you're working the right muscles. Then progress to the T position. Move your arms out to your sides. This variation targets the rhomboids and rear shoulder most directly, which are key for pulling your shoulders back and keeping them from rounding forward. Lift, squeeze, and hold briefly, then lower. Keep your shoulders down and avoid shrugging. Again, 10 reps for 3 sets. Once that feels strong and controlled, then move on to the Y position with your arms angled upwards. This one targets the lower traps and helps support proper shoulder positioning overhead, which is often weak in people with rounded shoulders. Lift slowly, hold for 2 seconds, then lower with control. Perform 10 reps for 3 sets. The goal is to master each position first, then eventually combine them into one sequence in the same session. If you followed this full routine, you've now opened, mobilized, and strengthened everything needed to fix rounded shoulders. Stay consistent and your posture will start to hold without you forcing it. If you have rounded shoulders, you can probably see now that it takes a bit of work to improve, but it's absolutely possible. I've seen it over and over again with many of my patients. The key is consistency and doing the right things in the right order. Give this exercise routine a try and let me know in the comments how it worked for you. I like to hear what you notice even after just a few sessions. If you found this helpful, like and share it so others dealing with rounded shoulders can benefit as well. And remember to subscribe if you want expert tips and proven solutions to help you move better, feel stronger, and stay pain-free. Now, if you want to take this a step further, the next video you should watch is this one. It focuses on a more targeted exercises for hunched forward posture, which pairs perfectly with what you started here. Go watch this video next.